At this point, I know a lot of people are talking about McJesus. I know a lot of people are talking about Leon, and Stan Bowman saying that we're not looking for a goaltender, which, okay.
That's a lie.
Are the Winnipeg Jets not at the top of the power rankings for Stanley Cup contenders? And if they're not, should they not be?
Well, you don't want to peak too early. You peak twice, 15-game heater and now a 12-game heater. I mean, 2 double-digit win streaks in one season. That's got to be an NHL record, at least close to. And here's another stat for you. Our boy, Mr. Miraculous, Connor Hellebuyck, he himself has more wins than 28 of 31 NHL teams. The only teams that have more wins than Connor Hellebuyck are, Toronto's tied at 36 apiece, the Dallas Stars at 37, the Caps 38. He has more wins than every other team himself.
Okay, that's one thing that's going to worry me a little bit. Under the guise of that we talked about before, you can't ride the horse too long and ask him to keep riding. Mm-hmm. So,
at what point do you stop playing him then?
Well, I think you're going to have to lean on an Eric Comrie. I think it might be a situation where you go 3-1, 3-1, 4-2, 3-1. Mm-hmm. Work it like a night shift at the plant in Fort McMurray when you're working for Syncrude or Suncor, where you're if you get Hellebuyck to 60 games in the regular season plus the 4 that he played in the Four Nations face-off, we're looking at 64 games, and then you want him to win 16 in the playoffs.
So that's the case.
Jeepers Murphy.
So the stat is only 2 times since the salary cap has been in place has a team won the cup with their starter playing 60 or more games. So it's got to be 59 or less, wins you the cup every single time, except for 2 years. So if he plays 4 games at the Four Nations, which he did, so that magic number is now 56.
And you decided to take a detour for a few extra miles with 4 extra games, like not easy games, not all-star games.
Yeah,
we're talking full intensity games.
Couple extra miles, couple extra smiles.
That is the only red flag that goes up for me. So I hope Eric Comrie's ready to shoulder a lot of games here in the second half of the season, because at this point they've already punched without having the little X next to their name on the standings sheet. They pretty much punched their way into the playoffs.
Get him down to 300 man. Earl's a 300 man. Get to the watering hole. Drink up, fella.
Look, he's at .926 save percentage, .202 goals against average right now, which is unheard of. Mm-hmm. I mean, those are godlike numbers.
Especially in this era.
Give him a break. Even play Comrie for 2 or 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Why not?
He's more than confident. He's a great NHL goalie.
He's a fantastic goalie, and he's tenured. It's not like he's a rookie.
On the topic of Winnipeg, too, 48% of NHL players surveyed said Winnipeg is on the no-trade list, which is 10% more than the Buffalo Sabres.
It's the climate, man.
It's tough, man. Minus
it's
40.
It's the climate.
Oh.
You know what'll change that?
What?
A championship.
Yep.
Look at Green Bay. Green on paper, Green Bay is the worst place in the entire NFL to play. But you know what it has? Legacy. You get some legacy in the Winnipeg Jets. You go on a run. Mm-hmm. You win a bunch of cups back-to-back. You start naming your rink after Paul Maurice or Scott Arniel or whoever it may be, the Bobby Hull Arena, whatever you want. You get some legacy in there. You get more statues out front like Dale Hawerchuk saying, you play here, you get remembered forever. That's what changes that, because you can't change the weather. The city will get bigger slowly, but we're never going to be in New York. We're never going to be in LA. We're always going to be that smaller market in the NHL as, North America grows. Mm-hmm. So the only way you can do that is by winning. And this year has a really good chance to set that benchmark.
You mentioned it earlier.
Hey, if you enjoyed what you just saw, we do new clips every single day, twice a day on the Clips channel. You see clips right here. And beside Dave's crotch, we have a full-length show every single Sunday, right by my hand.
Click right here.